feeding only meat could clear your mind, balance your hormones, and help you sleep better without a single supplement. After diving deep into the carnivore diet through both research and personal experience, I've noticed a radical shift. Better focus, deeper sleep, and a calm I've never had before. But it's not just what I eat. It's when and how and why that make the biggest difference. I'll show you exactly what I eat in a day to stay mentally sharp, and one thing I never touch anymore. So let's dive in, you guys. Okay, breakfast breakdown. Eggs, sausage, bacon. It's high in fat, it's high in protein, and it satiates me totally throughout the day. Literally helps me to stay mentally sharp. And it also helps me just to focus on my next tasks. And I'm not thinking, I'm hungry, what am I going to eat next? So why I'm eating it is because, again, it helps me to stay satiated. And it gives me the brain focus and the mental clarity that I need. It doesn't make any sense to us at some level because research has said previously, the FDA has told us, the government tells us, like, this is the food pyramid. This is what you should be eating. Well, I'm here to tell you that that food pyramid has lied to us. And from personal experience over the last 30 days and entering into my next 30 days of carnivore, you guys, it's amazing. I've had such a mental, like the carnivore diet has had such a mental impact on my clarity. So I wanted to jump into lunch next. So lunch is another protein and fat combo. It's a meal that helps me to focus during the middle of the day, that helps me to launch into dinner later. But lunch is usually either more eggs or it's either like an all beef hot dog, hamburger, some leftovers if there's some steak and egg left over, or sometimes turkey or chicken. Something like that, something light, but I kind of mix it up every day so that I don't get bored. Because this diet is so restrictive, I do try to put more variety what I'm eating for lunch and dinner at least. Breakfast is my favorite meal, so that barely changes. Okay, so number 3, dinner, I eat more protein and fat. Now, I really focus on this meal being high in protein and high in fat because it helps to satiate me through the night, but it also sets me up for success because when I try to go to sleep several hours later, because I try to eat between 5 and 6, when I go to sleep hours later, my body is already getting into the reset phase where it's starting to recharge, it's starting to repair at the basic cell level, my mitochondria. So I try to eat that way. So steak, eggs, again, a high fat steak, a high fat, like with butter, things like that. I can't stress the high fat enough, you guys. I know it's kind of goes against what we've been taught like in the 90s and the early 2000s, but the fat-free stuff, it's not good for you. It's just not good for you. So the fat-free stuff, let me just speak on that for a minute. I used to get so hung up on fat-free, no salt, no nothing. And you guys, I think my body really suffered a lot for it. And now that I'm doing carnivore, I really feel like my body is doing a healthy reset. And it's just been so good for mental clarity, sleep. It's balanced my hormones. When I say sleep, you guys, I'm talking, I lay my head on my pillow at night and I sleep through the night. That's unheard of in the last 10 years of my life, 9 at least. So I'm getting exceptional sleep. It's so worth it just for that. So let's jump into what I have for snacks. Because sometimes, you get snacky or you just want something extra. So I do butter bites. I make these butter bites and I just bring them to browning. I have a short on that, but I bring them to where they almost the butter almost caramelizes, it turns brown. And then I pour it in these little silicone, like an ice tray, and freeze it. And that's what I have for a snack. And it doesn't mess with my insulin. It helps me to focus. It gives me just that extra boost of fat that my brain desires kind of in the middle of the day and at night. My husband and I used to have like a piece of dark chocolate we would split after dinner when we were not doing carnivore. And now we have butter bites. So it's fantastic. I told you guys I was going to tell you the one thing I stopped eating. The one thing I stopped eating was sugar. I stopped eating sugar, you guys, because I feel like sugar is that relationship that you should break up with because it's not good for you. It's kind of abusive, but you stay because you kind of are just used to this relationship. You are used to the abuse. You talk yourself through it, you get through it, and somehow it's just this toxic relationship. And sugar is a toxin to your body, and it is harmful in hundreds of ways that I don't have time to go into today. But if you guys are interested in the effects that sugar has on your body, put a comment in the comment section and I'm happy to do a video on that next if you would like me to. So you guys, if you got value from seeing what I actually eat for mental clarity, hit that like button. It helps more than you think. Drop a comment below. Are butter bites brilliant or bonkers? Some people think I'm bonkers. And if you're curious what a full carnivore grocery haul looks like, check out the free PDF on sustaining on carnivore for 30 days. I put that in the description box and it shows you exactly what I buy and why. You guys have an awesome day. Love you. Bye.